Hello guys, welcome to Future Fantasy Football Podcast episode 4, and we are only 2 days away from the first action in the football season, the Hall of Fame game. Today we're going to talk about 3 major topics. We have number 1 would be draft strategies, think what strategies should you look for, a couple questions we have to answer, and the zero running back strategy, which I'm really against this year. Next topic will be the wide receiver 4 through wide receiver 8, since wide receiver 1 through 3 are already pretty known. Who do you pick at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in our opinion? And then the final topic will be the Hall of Fame game in 2 days, which is between the Baltimore Ravens and Chicago Bears. What are we looking for? What are we looking to see stands out and all that stuff? I mean, it's the first game, only so much hype can be around it, but I'm excited to see it. Alright, so first topic, the biggest topic between them all, in my opinion, is the zero running back strategy. Every year it floats. People say you can pull it off, you can pull it off. This is the one year I think you can't pull it off, and there's a couple of reasons why. First part is the usual zero running back strategy. It follows first 2 rounds on 2-back league, you are taking wide out. And if you have a certain 3rd round pick, you usually take a QB or you take another wide out / tight end. And the 4th round is where you get your first running back. And some years, I think you can pull it off with ease if you're not confident in the running back position. But this year, there's so much talent, and then I just don't like going through the first 2 rounds and not getting any running back. So say you pick 10, and you can get Dalvin Cook or Leonard Fournette just sitting there. You pass on both of them because you're not confident in them. And then in the 2nd round, you're already down. Maybe you can get like a Jordan Howard or maybe like Jerick McKinney if you're high on him. And then you pass up on that. And then before you even get around the 4th round, you're picking a running linebacker like a Darius Geis on your team, and that's going to be in a 1-back and a 2-back system, if not 3 with the flex. Biggest issue is that most years you can do that, but now you have to count, you're going against all those running backs week in, week out. Every team's going to have a top 10 running back in the league. You're going to be going against a Bell if they paired up maybe Howard, which is unfair if they both go for the 20-point performance if they should week in, week out. Even if there's someone in the back half who has like a Dalvin Cook Leonard Fournette combo, both of them could easily break out this season. Well, you're saying you have strong wideouts, but like I've said throughout Twitter, we are seeing a switch in the game of NFL. Premium used to be wide receivers were the top talent with the pair QB, but now we're going back into the early 2000s. You build off of your defense. You have at least 11 great front 7 players that can rotate in and out, and then you have running backs who can carry the ball, carry the load, and run with 2 running back systems. So now every team wants to become the Saints. Mark Ingram have a command combo, or like an Eagle-Patriot combo where you have multiple backs that do the one little thing they can do. So if you're going to pick a wideout, even if they're number 1 versus a top 15 running back, points-wise you might get an extra 30 points, but then your running back's going to get like 20 to 50 less points than their top 2 running backs. It won't work out this year. Regardless of where you're looking at, I just don't think it can be pulled off this year. I mean, you have to swing for home runs with your running back picks. And there's only a couple late round running backs I even think could even be close to top 15 this year. I mean, of course, injuries are not counted for, but with all the committees, it's just so hard to find that steal. Even because like Joe Mixon could be a late guy you're taking, but he's going to take like in the 3rd round in most ADPs. There's just not much you can do. But I mean, that's just a quick rant I went on about the zero running back league. The strategy, I just don't think you can pull it off this year for those couple of reasons. But I mean, if you want to do it, you can be in that league and be that idiot and does it and just fail epically. Just because there's so much talent around running back, I get why you can say, I can get late round steals, but then you get the account you're going against like great talent. I mean, if you know who the Alvin Kamara this year is, then yeah, you can do it, but I don't. He doesn't. I don't think anyone really does. But yeah, so now we're going to be moving on to the questions given by the audience to us about strategies going into a draft position. The first one is, if you are picking up the first round between 9 through 12, what should your 1st round and 2nd round pick be? And we are counting these ADPs as a 2-back league with a half PPR. So your question, so you're picking 9 through 12. Who are you going to get first and who are you going to get 2nd?
I would recommend someone like Leonard Fournette, maybe Melvin if he's there, but most likely not. I would say someone like Leonard Fournette. I'm a big Leonard Fournette believer this year. I believe Leonard Fournette's going to go off this year. If he stays healthy. I believe he's, like last episode, I believe he's a top 3 running back if he stays healthy. That's who someone I would target. If not, if you don't feel comfortable with him, maybe DeAndre Hopkins or Odell this in now. Then coming back down to the 2nd, I would try to pair him up with go bold, go with Devontae Adams. I believe Devontae Adams will be a top 3 wide receiver this year as well. He has the number 1 quarterback there, he's the number 1 wide receiver. You could go bold with that. Well, go safe with Julio Jones. I know he doesn't like Julio. I know he would completely disagree with that. He would probably tell you Keenan Allen over Julio, Michael Thomas over Julio right there. But I would still say Julio with those 2, but my ideal situation would be Leonard Fournette and Devontae Adams. The likely chance of that happening, it's likely, but maybe you could do better. But I think that's what you should do right there. Little Fournette, Devontae Adams.
Good answer. I have two type of answers here, depending on like what spot you're picking at. So if you at the first round, you're going for your running back. Depending on how it's being selected, there's a lot of steals getting taken, a lot of high ball players getting taken, or if it's going in order, like just boom, 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 1 through 6 should be solid 1 through 6 every time. Maybe go Leonard Fournette and then try to sneak a Dalvin Cook in the second round. But if you're a little bit more scared and thinking maybe they're going to try to steal the Dalvin Cook because he has more potential than Leonard Fournette, most people would say, just the way he played the first 4 weeks last year, then maybe go Cook and then try to get Fournette. That's your ideal situation. Then you want to get your 2 backs, so you're confident in both of those backs are in great teams, great defenses, will get the ball a lot. And QB play is a question mark going to the season because we don't know how Boyd is going to play, we don't know how Kirk is going to be in the system. We both think Kirk's on a great season.
Yeah.
So, but that's probably not going to happen because probably someone at 11 or 12 or someone at 10-9 will take one of your players before that. So then you're going to look at get one of them two, Leonard Fournette or Dalvin Cook, and then in the back half second round, go for a Devontae Adams, like you said, which is the only reason people are high on him is because he has A-Rod and he's number one passing team. I just don't think he's that talented, but go for him because can he get the touchdowns? That's the question mark here. Because what was Jimmy Graham role going to be? Is he going to be a red zone target or like an off-field target? So then your in my opinion, number one option you want to get Keenan Allen because you can get like 100 receptions, 150 targets. And he could be the touchdown guy depending on how the number 2s play because we don't have our tight end. The Chargers don't have a tight end right now. They might get Gates, which might steal a couple of TDs. But overall, you want to get your running back who is solid, and then you want to get that wideout who has top 5 potential. And Devontae Adams with A-Rod playing will always have potential, like Jordan Nelson has. Keenan Allen, just due to the way he's used in the Chargers offense, will have potential to be a half-point PPR top 5 wideout. That's what I would go with there. But I mean, you could always go different. You never know. Second question was, who should you aim in the second round if you have a top 4 pick? So top 4 pick, you're picking David, Zeke, Le'Veon, and then Todd Gurley. So all the way in the back half of the second round, what players? Dude, we're just going off of ADP here. So from 21 and up in the ADP, who are you aiming for?
Me, I'm saying something like Jordan Howard, Mike Evans. Why not those guys are saying that? I mean, you could go just have 2 dominant backs. Like me, if I had a top 4 pick, I'd be aiming for David Johnson. So David Johnson and Jordan Howard. Have 2 dominant backs like that. Where David Johnson, I believe, is going to be top 3 running back this year. And Jordan Howard was the sleeper guy break out this year. No one's talking about him having this big year that's going to break out. And he's most likely going to do it. Or you could go with Mike Evans too. James Winston.
Who's throwing the ball the first 3 weeks?
Right now, Ryan Fitzpatrick. But James Winston's coming back looking for that contract. So, and he's a little angry because he has, once again, a bad image on him, a bad reputation on him again. So he wants to go out and ball out, get that contract. So, I mean, I would recommend Mike Evans or Jordan Howard. Those are your 2 best options.
All right, my portion of the question would be Jordan Howard's your number 1 option you're looking for. He's the steal there. You can get him late. I don't think he's going to fall.
Sure.
I mean, I would pick him mid-second round. I will, but I mean, you have to count your league might be a little bit weaker competition, or they might just be more biased towards their picks. But Jordan Howard, in my personal opinion, is he's going to be the safest pick in the first 2 rounds. You'll be able to get just the way he wants the ball. He wants it inside the tackles. He's not going to get you that big 80-yard run. That's going to be Conan. But he's going to get you probably 10 TDs and like 1,000 yards. And if you're sitting there in the second round looking for that, that's great. Volume, stats. And then Chicago's offense is supposed to break out this year. So
pass game's over on that one game now.
So that was Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard struggled last year, but they had the box stacked every play because that's all they had was him. He still had an all-pro season.
Nice.
And then they have wide out, so you can't stack the box. We have Anthony Miller come through the slot. We have A-Rob, who's shown he has great potential and has shown he can play if he has a good QB play.
People say Kevin White's looking like a Pro Bowl out there in training camp.
Kevin White's supposed to be balling out. I mean, we all hear Glass needs to be balling out. But like I said, I mean, when does he become Glass again? But Jordan Howard's a safe pick there. You're just going. But like, I mean, that's if you have Jordan Howard, if you're picking Jordan Howard, that means you have to pick maybe like a Zeke, someone going, or David Johnson. But if you get like Bell or Gurley, maybe you should go more of a boom or bust player. Pick Joe Mixon. I'm saying.
Well, I want me some Joe Mixon.
People are saying he's poised to have a great season this year. The team all around him is pretty talented. I mean, people hate on Andy Dalton, but I don't know. He's not bad.
You know him, man. Red Rocket. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, defensively they're middle to average. I mean, the coaching staff's below average. Marvin Lewis got to go. He's got to go. But
give him a 2-year extension. He ain't going.
Yeah, but Joe Mixon has that potential to be something. I'm not saying top 5, but he could be top 12. And then you could snag that with like a Bell or like a Zeke. I mean, you'll be set all season with those 2 in the starting line the whole year. So your dream option here for both of us clearly would be Jordan Howard. You want him in that late second round. I'm gonna be aiming for him every second round. Even at like number 13, I'm thinking about picking him just because I think he's gonna be consistently top 10 week in week out type player. But he's not gonna be number 1 ever because that's just not how he plays. And then if you're going for a boom or bust play, go Joe Mixon. Roll the dice on it. All right. So the third and final question given by the audience is: if you have a top 4 pick, who should you draft as your number 1 wideout being taken?
So that's saying you go running back, first round. Yeah. So I would say, if Mike Evans, of course, Mike Evans and Doug Baldwin, if they're sitting there, you should go ahead and take them. Doug Baldwin could have a really big season this season. Let's keep it real. Russell Wilson has no targets besides Doug Baldwin this season.
Jermaine Kearse, man. Don't forget Jermaine Kearse.
Jermaine Kearse on the Jets.
Oh, shit. Tyler Lockett. The punt return.
Tyler Lockett. So Doug Baldwin, I'm usually not a real Doug Baldwin believer. I always kind of hate on Doug Baldwin, but this is like the one season where I'll actually legit thinking about drafting him. Then of course Mike Evans, he's somehow sitting there. Or you could go board. Go Stephon Diggs. Let's say Antonio Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, Odell, Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Michael Thomas, AJ Green, and Doug Baldwin all gone. I say the next best option would be Stephon Diggs right there.
I like it. Not T.Y. If Luck's there.
T.Y.
You think T.Y. could be that stiff? You're going real bold?
Come
deep in the bag?
T.Y. would be stealing right there.
I think T.Y.
And Luck was looking guy. I think he went from 1922 on 11 drills.
Yeah, people are saying Jacoby Brissett looking really good too. So maybe even if it's Brissett, T.Y. might be top 15-ish. I don't think so.
Brissett.
They're saying he's looking good. I don't know. I mean, it's training camp. My pretty simple answer out here. I'm just saying you're picking in the 3rd round, so you're looking at this is 3rd round-ish. You're still looking at 25, 26 type area, ADP-wise. So you're going to have a Thielen out there, but I like Stephon Diggs way over him. And then Doug Baldwin's going to be out there. So my dream option is Doug Baldwin. I think he's going to be a top 10, like always. He's always slept on year in, year out. And this is the first year where he doesn't have Jimmy Graham. He doesn't have P. Rich. No running back that they even can hype up, really. They have C.J. Precise hyped up as the 3rd down back. Chris Carson has every down back. People are always trying to question the penny draft pick. Why draft him right from the 1st round if he's not going to be starting? And all that all around. So Russell Wilson, we've seen great QBs regardless of how good their line, how good the team is. He's still going to throw 30-plus TDs, 4,000-plus yards with ease. Because he's going to put the team on his back. There's no defense. They're going to be in a lot of shootouts. So you look at San Fran, that's going to be, instead of being a defensive struggle, it's going to be a shootout. Arizona, they suck. And Russell Wilson tends to go all out on Arizona week in, week out. And then LA's a little bit more scary of a team that play twice a year because of the defense. But, you saw last year, the first game they played, it was I think 7-6 final or 10-7 final in favor of Seattle. But then the second time, it was a little bit more high scoring. It was in the teens. So there's a little bit more potential out there. And in general, the NFC just as a whole, I think most games are going to be more shootouts just because there's so many great talented QBs in the NFC and great running backs, great wide receivers. So you want to get Doug Baldwin's number 1 wideout because I think he might finish as wide receiver 1. But then you can always go with the Stephon Diggs if you're just going to go with the team. Because Stephon Diggs on the Vikings, probably the best, most talented team in the NFC, if not the NFL. Got a top 10 QB, you have a top 10 running back, you have a top 10 defense, you have a top 10 wideout right next to you in Thielen. This is between them two, whoever you like more. I prefer Diggs, but then with this new contract extension I just went through last night, maybe you could argue Thielen over Diggs due to Thielen maybe having some fire under him now because he wants to get that payday like Diggs did, and 2, Diggs got paid, so you might not want to. It doesn't really care anymore with that payday construction part where people don't tend to try like Albert Hayward for $100 million in like 3 years. So you could go with Thielen there, but with this new Andrew Luck, you can get T.Y. there. He's shown he can be a top 10. Those are your guys. Maybe a Larry Fitzgerald, because PPR he's usually a beast.
Yes.
But it depends who you draft balls. I'm not taking Larry over Doug, Stephon, Thielen, and all of them, just due to the fact old versus young. I'm taking the young every year.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's pretty much all the questions from the draft strategies. If you have more, just comment below. Just ask us more. We'll give you more strategies. We can only think of so many questions to talk about. So the next topic will be our 4 through 8. This is accounting. It's going to go Antonio, DeAndre, and then Odell. 1, 2, 3 as your wide receivers being taken. Because someone could be bold enough and pick Julio. I don't know. But the option is you're picking out you're taking your wide receiver 4, you're taking off the board. Who are you taking? Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, Keenan Allen, AJ Green, and Devontae Adams. So we have a list from 1 through 5 of who we prefer to have. My number 1 is Devontae Adams. Who's your number 1?
Devontae Adams as well.
Devontae Adams. Pretty much probably the same reason. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
And who else is going to be a touchdown guy other than Jimmy Graham? I mean, do you believe in Randall Cobb?
No, I don't believe in Cobb.
People are hyping him up now. He's getting taken like in the 6th or 7th round now, which is woo. I'm taking someone else way before him. His old man.
And they do got some wide receivers that are on the bench. They're all big guys as well. They're like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". But no one who knows who's emerging yet.
That's the. So, I mean, the issue of Adams is he could become a big bust this year, just due to the fact where he's not the most talented guy, but he play. I mean, talent-wise, I'm taking anyone over him. But like Aaron Rodgers should give him the ball. You'd hope. But maybe someone becomes that new Jordy Nelson we don't know about.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the running game and training camp starting to look a little bit better. Secondary is supposed to be improving. Tony Romo said so.
Yeah. I mean, the secondary did improve the last 2 years. I think the first 2 round draft picks have been
they picked a corner. Yeah, so I mean, they're trying their hardest to improve. So I mean, Adams, he's the home run player pretty much.
Yeah.
He's probably the one that has he doesn't have the highest ceiling, but he has a ceiling pretty high, but then he has the lowest floor just due to Aaron Rodgers never really liked him. That's the issue. His best part of the season was Brett Hundley.
Yeah.
Scary, but I understand. My number 2 is Keenan Allen, just because I think he's getting 150 targets at the very least. And if all goes wrong in LA, all it's going to be is Melvin Gordon and Keenan Allen being the red zone targets for good reason. Let's say Gase doesn't come back. Mike Williams doesn't do what Mike Williams should do. That gives Tyrell Williams top, but he's not a red zone target. So all you can be able to feed the rock to is Keenan Allen with those little short passes or run the ball with Melvin Gordon, which I think they will.
Yeah.
Who's your number 2?
My number 2 would be Julio Jones. I still don't think I can take Keenan Allen or Mike Thomas over Julio Jones this year. I believe Julio targets will go down. I believe his yards will still go down. But I believe his touchdowns will go up.
How many touchdowns did you get last year?
He got 3 touchdowns last year.
3 touchdowns, guys. 3 touchdowns. So you're in a touchdown-oriented league. You can't take Julio. I'm sorry.
You can't?
If it's every like 20 yards a point for a wide receiver in your league, you can't take Julio.
You can't take Julio.
No.
Why can't you?
He doesn't get touchdowns.
He doesn't get touchdowns?
No.
Mike Thomas didn't get touchdowns last season.
I think he had 5 or 6.
He had 5. So 2 more.
2 more, which would be an extra 12 points.
Yes, sure.
Unless they even value his stats even more. Touchdowns more of a ticket, but yeah. He had 5 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, 104 catches. You know how many catches Julio Jones had?
It was a bad season of catches this season.
I mean, so if it's a PPR, you're going to take Julio Jones. You're going to take Julio Jones over Michael Thomas. And PPR, you think he's going to get more receptions? He had 88. He had 88. So 17 less catches. So it's a half point. It's an extra 9 points. 2 more TDs. Then it's an extra 12. So you're looking at an extra 21 points. But then if it's a yards league, maybe you can go with Julio. But we went through this Julio debate earlier.
Yes, we did.
His stats are inflated.
He is. It is. But I believe Julio still going to have a good season this season. I still believe he can have one more output of the season with less pressure on him, which will hold his stats a little bit, but it's also going to help them in a bit as well.
So you think Matt Ryan's going to try the whole season? You don't think Matt Ryan's done playing?
No.
He got paid.
Yeah.
What else is it? He's not getting Super Bowl.
Now that everyone gets paid, they just don't try. So they're trying to tell
me. That's a big. You go for the greatness, or you just go for the payday.
Brady, he's always been getting paid. Does he just stop trying now?
Well, Brady's going for greatness.
Yeah, maybe Matt Ryan wants to go for greatness.
Matt Ryan, his nickname is Matty Ice.
Yeah, Matty Ice.
He freezes up in pressure situations.
Because he has ice in his veins. That's why he's named Matty Ice.
No,
and Matty Ice, he doesn't want to go out remember as the guy who blew a 20.8 lead.
He is
28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. He doesn't want to go out like that.
Well,
that's
right. It's already written.
And they're going to be striving. And he still wants to win the Super Bowl win, I bet you.
No,
he can give him a second option, and like I said, follow the trend of Matt Ryan.
Tell the audience what you said about Calvin Ridley before we air this. Tell them what's he in college?
In college, he's not that impressive, stats-wise.
So you're saying you think he's going to just turn up? I have no way in your opinion.
No, sure. I believe he will be a solid guy. He was taken in the first round for a reason, right? There has to be a reason why he was taken in the first round.
Shoot, man, you cooking on Calvin Ridley?
I was not cooking on him. I was just questioning.
You think Julio Jones is going to be something special then?
I did not say Julio Jones is going to be something special. Now you're just twisting my words.
I've made it publicly known. Julio's done. He's done.
I mean, at the age of 29, if
he's done.
He's done, man. I know people just die at 29. Shit, don't draft Antonio Brown, guys. He's 30 years old.
When's the last time Julio played all 16 games healthy?
who knows about that?
Yeah.
He's always having nagging
He always
injuries.
has injuries, dude. He's like AJ Green 2.0, man. All right, I'm taking a healthy Adams Allen over because they can get out for the season. Or they're gonna be healthy over here.
Allen has been injured for the rest of his career, though. This is
but
his first time being
his
healthy.
over season-ending. If I take a season-ending injury player here, then a nagging injury player that you have to start still.
Keenan Allen, he was disappointed 1 year as well. Let's look this up.
Disappointed. 2016 he was hurt. 2017 played the whole season. His rookie season was 2014. Or was it 2013? We might have one bad season. His sophomore season was a little rough.
He broke out. Then 2014 was disappointing. And Keenan Allen was the first time he played 16 games in his career as well.
Well, yeah, okay. I'm still taking Keenan though. I'm taking the best route runner.
That's true. And now, Keenan does have a second option down there as well with Mike Williams.
Yeah, which might help.
Who could stay healthy. Who can be a touchdown machine. Yeah. He's still got Tyler Williams. Don't forget about Travis Benjamin. Travis
Benjamin, he's nice. He's a deep ball specialist. I'm just probably that's a debate that can go on for hours between Keenan Allen and Julio Jones.
Oh, I hate
Take Keenan over Julio.
You drafted Julio twice, man. I don't think you ever drafted Keenan.
No, I don't. I did. I drafted him towards ACL, second round.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Next one, my number 3 guy is AJ Green.
Mine would be Mike Evans is not on this list, right?
No, Mike Evans is
not on this list.
He's not make the ADP list. Sorry.
That's messed up. Well, Michael Thomas then.
Michael Thomas. AJ Green, I just see as his off season's still a great season. Like he's like Julio Jones. Julio did bad. His bad season's still a top 10 season, as we did last year. And I think this year the Bengals as a whole will improve a lot. I think people are sleeping on them because Andy Dalton and Marvin Jones. But Marvin Jones has showed he's an average coach. Marvin Lewis, apologies. And then AJ Green shouldn't be opening his game up due to Joe Mixon being in the backfield. And maybe possibly the O-line's supposed to be improved a little bit. And Don had an off-season last year, so you're going to try to come back stronger than ever and hope to play pretty well.
And maybe John Walsh could take off that double team with him going down the field.
Yeah, John Walsh there too as well. And then Tyler Eifert, people say he's healthy, man.
If he's healthy, great. I think he's off more pressure.
And then AJ Green just makes plays. He makes the most circus catches in the NFL.
Yeah,
this is what he does. This is what AJ Green does.
Oh yeah, I remember some of the circus passes against the Ravens.
Yeah,
it's like back-to-back years as well. He won against us on the soccer pass last minute couple seconds.
He's gonna make big plays, and AJ Green probably has the biggest ceiling out of all these guys, just because he's never had that great season yet, and he wants to be considered a great. In this time period, it's always like Julio, Dez, and then people just fail to mention AJ Green at times, just because he's never. Dez had that big season, Julio had that big season.
Brown came out before that.
So it's AJ Green's a part of that list, skill-wise, just hasn't had that season to back it up yet.
Yeah, he's always like right below under those guys.
But I think he's as talented as them, if not more talented than half of them. But yeah, your number 3 is you said Mike.
I said Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas. Why do you like Michael Thomas so much?
Well, everyone loves Michael Thomas. You can't deny it. He is a good player.
You see some of his clips from training camp? He made you go falling.
I did not see that clip.
That was a great clip.
Yeah, Michael Thomas is the number 1 option on that Saints team.
Drew Brees, do you think he's going to be a top 10 QB this year?
No, he wasn't top 10 last year. He won't be a top 10 this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's my scary part of Michael Thomas.
How
many TDs is Brees going to get this year?
Personally, I'm not drafting Michael Thomas. But you still got to respect the man's game and put him up there.
Yeah,
that's the thing. He's still going to get the yards.
He might be the bust just because of QB play. Like Jordy Nelson last year, he might just not be successful because of Brees, the way he plays it.
Yeah. But
he's going to be in that sticky spot where in mid-rounds, you just can't take him because he's the only one left. You might have to just take a chance somewhere else. That's how you win a draft when you have those mid picks.
Yeah. You
got to take those steals before they can be, because you won't be able to get them later. But Michael Thomas, he's gonna be solid. He should be top 12. I hope. I pray. Our number 4 on the list is mine's personally Michael Thomas, and his is
Keenan Allen.
Yeah. So we already talked about both of these guys, and mostly I have Thomas at 4 because I like Green's ceiling more, and I don't trust Brees as much.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I hate Julio so much, I put him at 5 Julio, and the reason I have Keenan at 4 over...
over him?
Over who's your number 5 guy? AJ Green, right?
Yeah, just because I think the Chargers offense would be a little more firepower with a better defense in an easier division, I would say, for going against defenses, because
Denver's there, though.
And Denver's a good defense. Chiefs, they're going to
let
Oakland,
don't even get started now.
I remember 2016.
Khalil Mack might not play this year. He hasn't even shown up the team.
They're not talking at it.
He's up Derek Carr, though.
At this moment in time, Gruden back and on talking.
That's scary.
I remember back in 2016, Raiders were a sleeper defense. I took them, and they just sucked. And now they won to Brees with they just suck.
There's no talent.
And plus, I mean, Keenan, I believe, we saw the potential of Keenan's rookie year. Then he died, then he just got injured. And this season, he bounced back with his 2 big games, showing the potential he has again. I believe he can get a lot of yards this season again, receptions again, and maybe he should get a little more touchdowns this season. He's what, 6'3"?
Yeah, it all depends on what Mike Williams and Melvin going to do this season between Keenan. Keenan's going to get yards and receptions, but red zone, how is he going to be utilized? We don't know.
Yeah.
My number 5, Julio Jones. I would put Julio even farther. Julio's just not touchable in my opinion. You don't want to take him where you need to be taken at, in my opinion.
So, like, let's say you're just sitting on 16th round.
16th round? You're
like, oh, do I go with Danny Amendola, Julio Jones, or like...
There's only 2 options, or can I get a real 16th round steal?
I think you
Kenny Galladay taking over.
Kenny Galladay, no do you steal?
Yeah, pick Kenny Galladay. Take the potential.
Or maybe like Jockberry Sneed.
Okay, now I'm taking Julio Jones. But in reality, you're taking Julio in the beginning half of the second or late first. He's going to be going off the board.
But like, let's say somehow Julio falls to the foot.
Then you have to take.
Would you take him?
Yeah, I would have to take him. I would have to live and die off of Julio Jones. And his 36-point performance every other 3 weeks, and then his 5-point performance the other 2 weeks.
I'm not seeing in 2015 he was pretty consistent, so maybe he could do it in 2015.
I see that. But nah, Julio, it's just so scary. You know, people say he's going to be good this year. I just don't see it happening. And you know, if I
got AJ. I mean, I love my boy AJ. Been loving him since he came to the NFL, but like I said, AJ's always been stuck in that second tier. I think as much as one will show himself that he's elite like these guys, I think it's just going to be another second year tier for him.
Let's push it again. But I mean, regardless, this is probably could make or break your draft if you have to pick between these 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're going to have a 1 top 5. Probably someone's going to get hurt between the 5.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to have a bust, which in my opinion would be between Adams and Jones. And then you're going to have an average, like, top 15 guy, and then you have the top 10 dude. So if you're going to pick between them, you better hit.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have that one who knows come out and no way to get a top 5 spot. But I mean, durability-wise, even though Jones gets hurt, at least he plays 8 to 10 games, so you can. 12 to 14 games. So you got to play Jones. Or Green's like a durable player to just snag injuries. So those are your safe people with injury-wise.
And I saw he was coming back to training camp as well.
Yeah, and then like Adams has yet to get hurt really. He has a couple concussion issues though. So, but Allen we've seen get hurt big time, so he can get hurt again. And then Michael Thomas hasn't got hurt yet. So if you had to bank off someone getting hurt, maybe Adams and Thomas, but you can't really guess that regardless. Don't even think of it. But yeah. You better hit with whoever you want, guys. Better hit. I'm taking Adams first. She's taking Adams first. Well. So last topic is, of course, everyone's have about 48 hours away of the Hall of Fame game. We each have little things we're looking for. You want to talk about what you're looking for the most?
I'm looking at Trubisky, like most people. But when I'm looking at Trubisky, about all the hype and love he's getting from the veterans and coaching staff, and just every player on that team, everyone's hyping up Trubisky in this offense, this new Nagy system, and I want to see the confidence there. I want to see the arm. That's what the one biggest question mark about Trubisky's game is. Can he throw it down the field? Does he have the arm strength? What Nagy says, his arm game has improved. He's been trying to throw the ball deeper more in practice, but that's practice. A-Rod throws chaos throws in training camp, and so I'm sure that's what Trubisky's doing. I want to see him do it in a real situation game. I want to see one deep ball attempt from him in this game. That's what I want to see. Him looking at the downfield.
To see as long as he overthrows him or it's close to inbound, I'll be happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm really looking for. Trubisky throwing that deep ball.
My biggest question is Mitchell Trubisky as well, but that's not his talent play here. I want to see how he looks pre-huddle. I want to see how he's communicate to the whole team. What kind of leader is he in that offense? Is it people looking at him to call the plays and make sure they're listening to the play caller? And then also I want to look at him pre-snap, see how he's reading the defense. How well does he know his own offense and be able to call out the defense and know what his offense hot routes are? I don't care what he does on the field once the play starts because it's just preseason Hall of Fame game. He's not really going to do much. I just want to see if he's calling players out, auditing correctly. Are people looking towards him as their leader, or are they still confused on who the leader is? Does Mitchell Trubisky not take that leadership role yet? Because I think if he can master the offense, master the leadership role, the talent's already there. The talent should just naturally come out of him. But he has to be able to make sure he's controlling that offense and be able to make the play calls correctly, make the correct audibles, have his team all be behind him and ready to win games this year. I think it's going to be a process throughout preseason for me. I just want to see improvement week in and week out of him reading defenses, switching plays, knowing what his players have to do, know the whole offense by heart by week 1 of the regular season.
Yeah.
Second thing I'm looking forward to is I want to see the way Anthony Miller is being utilized and Lamar Miller. Will any trick plays be used from Lamar Miller?
Lamar
Jackson. Sorry, guys. I don't think any trick plays will be used, but I just want to see, because people are hoping Lamar Jackson's throwing ability. And I think if Lamar Jackson has a great preseason, you will see even better season out of Joe Flacco. Because Joe Flacco's not going to lose the starting gig this year, in my opinion.
No, he's not.
He's going to ball out, but how hard does he have to ball out will depend on how good Lamar Jackson looks. Because people knew Lamar Jackson has the playability there.
Yeah.
He can make plays, he can make people miss, but how consistent is his accuracy going to be? And people are saying in training camp, of course, it's training camp, that he's looking really nice, be able to make he's still struggling out routes, but regardless, he's pretty consistent with accuracy. And then back to Anthony Miller, I just want to see him to overtake the number 2 spot over Kevin White's, the other guy getting hyped. And then A-Rob's going to be the number 1 just because of the name, pretty much. And then, but I just want to see if he's looking sharp with his route running. What type of routes is he running in the first drive? Is he line up in the slot like he's expected, or is he line up outside a little bit? And just see if he's making plays, or is he messing up the routes, messing up the catches? I mean, it's a lot of in-depth analysis we're going to look at between the Bears' offense, because there's so many great pieces there, but who's going to be the 2 pieces that you want in your fantasy team this year? Anything else?
I mean, I guess if I have to say something about Baltimore's Alex Collins, see if he's doing a little better. And I'm not really looking forward to Baltimore, even though I'm a Ravens fan, but for fantasy-wise, I mean, he's only Alex Collins in that defense. You really look forward to this team, and of course, Jay Talk.
Yeah, Jay Talk's a great one. He's always top.
But I mean, maybe the tight end situation. I want to see who gets more playing time in that tight end, because you got Max Williams, who's a boss, but I mean, he still has a starting job of about 2 looks, Mark Andrews and Hayden Horse, and there's still Nick Boyle, who has a starting job of them. So I want to see at least like how much playing time out tight ends get.
Yeah,
see more.
Mark Andrews is a big one. We have him on fantasy squad in a charity league. I just want to see if he's even getting reps with the top tier stars. If I don't see any reps by week 3, we might have to make decisions of cutting him and look elsewhere for a tight end position. We don't have anyone else.
I guess he didn't. Hayden Horse right now has been nagging of an injury for training camp, so at least Mark Andrews has. So he's
but people say Mark Andrews is not competing at a high level. But I don't know. That's the reports, of course, and it's just training camp. Well, we'll see how it is at the end of the day. I mean, that's the big outlooks at the Hall of Fame game from us. I mean, overall, it's just I'm just happy to watch football again.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm pumped to see how the team look, how both teams look, because both teams could be playoff teams back in January. We could both be talking about them in playoff DFS. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited. I'm pumped. It's back, guys. It's back. We're 37 days away. And it's just every day gets a little closer to fantasy. We're going to start getting the real fantasy redrafts, not just dynasty stuff. We're going to start getting some more redrafts after week 1 and 2 of preseason. That's when we start getting those drafts. Our drafts are after week 3 and week 4, so we'll be talking about them to y'all and seeing what we think about them, just because you have a very late redraft.
Yeah.
I'm pumped, guys. I mean, another week down the drain. I mean, any last words you want to say?
Man, I'm just excited for football as much as anyone else is.
Yeah.
My hype's going to start building up for real.
We build for real. Guys, all of you, thank you for watching again. We will see you guys next Tuesday again with another episode, which will have actual preseason talk, and we're into it. Guys, have a lovely week. See ya.